Hello and Sawadee Ka from the state of Washington. My name's Darren. Thanks for joining us tonight. This is April 20th, 2022, and I just want to do a really quick video tonight to talk a little bit about what I did today as I progress towards my move to Thailand. And for some of you, and there's not very many because it's a brand new channel, for some of you that have been following our videos for the last couple of days, you know that the purpose of our new channel here, Our Next Life, is sort of to document and memorialize some of the decisions that I'm making towards my move to Thailand to be with my wife, who I just married of 3 years. Today was another sad day. For those of you that have watched my video yesterday, where I sold my classic car, my 67 Chevelle. For those of you that saw that yesterday, I want to let you know that that was an incredibly difficult day for me, as corny as it may seem. Today was another difficult day, but not so bad. I left work early. I left at lunch because I had a couple of guns to sell, and then I had a very large knife collection that that I started back when I was about 25 years old. I had well over 100 knives, and I didn't know how to sell the knives and the guns. I mean, I guess I could have just posted it online somewhere, but then I'd have to deal with all these meatheads that, with questions, and I have to meet them and show the guns and show the knives, and I didn't want to deal with that. So I was like, well, what else can I do? Well, we have a very large auctioneering center here, company. They're very popular. And so I called them about a couple of weeks ago, and they said, hey, listen, there's a super high demand on guns right now. If you put your guns in our next auction, you're going to get much more than you expected to get if you were to sell it online. Same with your knife collection. People out there, dudes, love knives, and so I had a very, like I said, I have a very large collection. And so today I left work at about 12, and I went to the auction house, and I dropped off my guns, and I dropped off my knives, and I signed some paperwork. And essentially what's going to happen is there's going to be an auction on May 10th, and I've never done this before. It's an online auction. It's on May 10th, like I said, and they're gonna feature my items along with other people's stuff, and if it sells and there's no minimum bid, they just auction it, and it goes to the highest bidder. So it's really a crapshoot for me, and it's somewhat risky, but there's no red tape. I don't have to deal with all the stress and the drama and the inquiries and answering questions and that junk. It'll sell for a particular price, whoever the highest bidder is, and then I'll get a check. And so I'm kind of excited about that. I'm a little worried that I might not get what I was initially asking for, what I initially wanted for it. But we'll see what happens. This is a time of turmoil, and everybody wants guns and other types of weapons for various reasons, and so there's a high demand for that stuff. And so I'm excited to see what happens, and I'm very interested. And so I'll make sure I keep you guys posted on how that goes. And the last thing I wanted to mention real quick is I just noticed that I think I've made 3 or 4 videos for our new channel. Again, this channel is brand new. I just started it a few days ago. And I just happened to look down at my laptop as I'm filming this, I realized that I've been in my office for all of these videos that I've created. And so it's the same boring background for all of these various videos. I'm sorry, I apologize for that. You got to understand, I'm an amateur. I've never done this before. I've never created a channel. Even though my wife is an actress in Thailand, she doesn't have her own channel. She works for 5 or 6 different channels and just acts. But I'm going to tell you something. I think for the next video, and by the way, my grandma bought me that sculpture about 30 years ago. I saw it in an art shop, and when I was with my grandmother, and she said, "Hey, is there anything that you want in this art shop?" And I said, "Well, I like that sculpture over there." And she bought it for me, so I've had it for 30 years. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that I will change my venue for the next video because this is kind of boring, and that guy is kind of creepy. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Again, this is Darren from Washington State here in the United States, and my hope is that you'll continue to stay tuned. We'd love to have you. Good night. Sawadee ka.